Hey guys, welcome to Night Owl Video, to another episode of Fright Fridays. And today we are talking about the film Invaders from Mars from 1986. So I hope you'll stick around and watch this review. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed to my channel recently. I am pushing 90 subscribers, which is pretty cool. Thank you to everyone who's joined my channel recently. I hope you enjoy my content and you'll stick around. Movie reviews, Tuesdays and Fridays, generally speaking, and thrifting haul videos in between. Although I've kind of slowed down on that a little bit just because I don't have a lot of room to store movies, so I'm starting to be a little more selective, I guess. But today we're talking about this film, Invaders from Mars. This is from 1986, directed by Tobe Hooper. I don't think I need to go into great detail about Tobe Hooper, do I? No. You're probably watching, if you're watching this channel, you probably know who Tobe Hooper is. This is from 1986. It's a remake of a 1953 film of the same name, which I have never seen. I actually just watched this for the first time a couple of weeks, or probably about a week ago. I don't think I ever watched this movie. I don't remember it coming out when I was a kid, like a teenager. I would have been like 16 when this came out, so I don't know. I just missed this one. Just what flew under my radar, but happy I finally got around to watching it. This stars Karen Black, of course, from, well, she was in like tons of movies. Easy Rider. I know her as Mama Firefly from House of a Thousand Corpses, the Rob Zombie film, but she's been in like tons of movies. Hunter Carson is in this, who is actually Karen Black's son in real life. He was also in the film Paris, Texas. I don't think he went on to do a lot aside from these two films. It also stars Timothy Bottoms from The Last Picture Show and Man in the Iron Mask, Bud Cort from MASH, Harold and Maude, and Dogma, and my favorite, and like as soon as he came on the screen I started like giggling, and that is James Karen, who was in Poltergeist, and probably for me, I remember him from Night of the Living Dead. He was also in Return of the Living Dead, and he was also in Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and he passed away in 2018. So rest in peace, James Karen. I just adore him. I feel like I want to watch more movies with him in it, because I think he's just a really charming actor. I just really like him, and he was so funny in Return of the Living Dead. Like every time his character was on the screen, I was like, even to this day, I still watch that movie. It cracks me right up. So the synopsis is, after a flying saucer lands in his backyard, a young boy sets out to save the townsfolk who have become the zombie-like puppets of alien invaders. So, the actor Jim Hunt, who portrays the police chief in this film, was actually in the original 1953 film. He had a 32-year acting hiatus between both versions of Invaders from Mars, so I thought that was pretty funny. Jim Hunt. The movie was shot on location in Malibu Creek State Park, using the house that was constructed for the 1948 Cary Grant film Mr. Blanding's Builds His Dream House. I have not seen that movie. I don't know anything about it. These are actually like little factoids on the back of the movie that I just copied. But yeah, the film was released on June 6th of 1986. It made $4.8 million at the box office, but it cost $7 million to make. So this was a box office bomb when it came out. Again, much like earlier in the week when I was talking about Piranha, this one went on to be kind of a cult favorite. It's part of the Midnight Movies series. I would say this has definitely found its legs on home video after the theatrical run, but yeah, it did not do well in the theater. It got pretty mixed reviews to mostly negative reviews. A lot of critics said that the creep factor was pretty effective, building up to when you actually see the aliens and stuff, and then it kind of loses its scariness. Like a lot of people thought it was kind of like cheap thrills, but kind of boring, didn't really move along very well. So I don't know I think it's a really low number on Rotten Tomatoes, like maybe in the 30s or something. It didn't do well at the movie theater, but like I said, it found its legs on home video, and people have learned to really appreciate this film over the years. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was charming in its 80s kitsch, but it really didn't provide much scares, which was a bit disappointing for me because I kind of was hoping it would be more scary. I know it's cheesy, but I thought it might have a bit more of a thrill to it, but it really didn't. If you like Karen Black and, like I said, James Karen, you can kind of almost get by with the slow build up to actually seeing the aliens, but the aliens themselves, the articulation was really bad, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of lost its steam, which was really unfortunate because like when the UFO lands in the backyard behind a hill and you just see lights coming up from behind the hill and the little boy's really scared and he's telling his parents, and like it actually was like kind of creepy, and I thought like, oh god, this could be like what's behind the mountain kind of thing. But then when you actually see the aliens and you can see them here on the cover, I'm not spoiling anything. Just didn't really hold up. I would still say this is better than Tim Burton's Mars Attacks adaptation of the trading cards. Like, I do kind of want like I don't know. I'd like to make a movie someday. And if I did get the chance to make it, it would be like aliens, but like actually scary. Like, not like your H.R. Giger alien, but like this, but like more gory and like creepier. And like I've said to a lot of people over the years, like Mars Attacks, if you look at those trading cards of Mars Attacks from the 50s, like those cards are actually like really scary and really graphic. And so when I went to see Mars Attacks, I was expecting that, but then it turned out to be like a comedy with like Jack Nicholson and Martin Short and stuff. And I was just like, what is this? This, like, it gets maybe slightly closer to what I would like in a sci-fi horror, like in a kind of a campy sci-fi horror, kind of like hard to explain, but not your highbrow like Alien type thing, but like just a real good gory, creepy alien movie. I'm trying to think of other ones, but like that's kind of like this movie for me. It's like, well, it's a notch up from Mars Attacks, but it's not quite where I want it to be. So I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually get around to making my movie, but we're talking about this one, Invaders from Mars. Like I said, a 3.5 out of 5 for me, and maybe even a 3 out of 5. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was charming, but again, it's just like a kitschy kind of 80s sci-fi horror, like an update of a 50s even sci-fi horror, so it's kind of got that element going on. This edition is from 2001. It's an MGM. Again, it's from the Midnight Movies series, which I've got a few of those movies. It says it's open season on Earthlings, and you can see the terror in their eyes, but you can't see the terror looking at those things. I don't know. These guys actually have like legs and big bodies, and that, but which was disappointing because the creatures were actually designed and created by Stan Winston, and the special effects were done by John Dykstra, who did like Battlestar Galactica and the first Star Wars film. So that on top of it, I was like, what is going on with this movie? I don't know. It says a looming sense of menace brings the terror home to roost. But I'm going to go ahead and disagree with LA Herald Examiner. I just didn't think it was... I mean, Chicago Tribune is quoted as saying hair-raising terror. So like when I was looking at this film, I thought like, oh, this is gonna be my Mars Attacks kind of thing, but not so much. The inside is pretty basic, just the disc. It's an old Blockbuster video rental. Ooh. Oh, it's like Alien Vision. It's like 3D Chillerama. Anyway, 1986, an hour and 39 minutes, good runtime. It's color, it's rated PG, and PG-14, I think, in Quebec, maybe. The special features on this are original publicity featurette, a sci-fi promo featurette and original theatrical trailer. I did watch those featurettes. They were kind of cool. Just kind of cool to go back in time and watch some of that stuff. But again, just really didn't do it for me. See, there's kind of, that's the original theatrical poster, I think. Does it say that? It doesn't say that, but I think that's the original theatrical poster, and that kind of image of like the lights coming up from behind the mountain, like it actually was pretty genuinely creepy in the actual film. And the little boy was looking out the window and he was like just terrified. And I thought like, oh my God, what's coming? And then it was just like big clunky, non-articulated critters. Like, I just not cool. But anyway, I'm not going to totally destroy this movie. It was okay. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I've got it in my collection. If you've seen this movie, leave comments below what you thought about it. This is kind of a short review. I don't have a lot to say about this film, but if you've seen it, what your thoughts are. Again, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I don't know how common this is. This is the first time I've seen this in the 3 years that I've been actively thrifting, so I don't know how common it is, but there is a 2015 Scream Factory edition on Blu-ray that you can get. You can rent this on Apple TV, and you can also watch it for free on YouTube if you are so inclined. I'm not telling you you should, but I'm just saying it is out there if you want. So yeah, Invaders from Mars. Leave your thoughts below in the comments what you thought of this movie. If you liked it, if you didn't like it. If you've seen I haven't seen the original. I'm kind of curious to check out the 1953 version to see how it compares, but maybe you've seen it. Let me know if it's good or bad or what. And give me the thumbs up if you like this review. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video, and I would really appreciate it. Again, welcome to all my new followers, and until next time, I will see you at the video store or at the thrift store, or just out and about, maybe behind some mountain with some lights coming up or something. Be real spooky, I don't know. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye.